Hi folks and welcome to Decoding. In today's video we will look at the Razer Viper Mini, which is considered to be one of the best mini gaming mouse out there. How does it compare to other gaming mice and how does it compare to regular Viper and Viper Ultimate? Let's find out. Ambidextrous design is now a very popular choice made by accessory companies and welcomed by wide gaming community. Design is mature enough that with RGB lighting off, you can use it in the office environment without looking like an absolute nerd. All around materials are mostly hard plastic, no soft touch plastic or any other grippy material, but that is what we should expect at this price range. Speaking of price range, Viper Mini is priced at reasonable $40, which I think is a fair deal for what you will get. The Viper Mini feels well built and sturdy despite the lack of any soft touch plastic material used. Very lightweight and nimble to navigate. I can see huge benefit of mini gaming mice, especially for FPS games. This one weighs 61 grams, excluding cable, which is 8 grams less than the regular Viper. Therefore, sharp turns can be done with a breeze. You are able to better control quick turns, and thanks to high DPI sensor, accuracy also improves compared to the heavier gaming mice. Mini size is not an issue for me, as I have a mid-size hand, not too large, not too small, but it is something to consider before making a purchase. As you can see, for most of the time I rest my palm on the desk like this, and I find it very effective while quickly navigating the cursor, but this of course will depend on your gaming style and size of your hands. Of course, all this does not make your gaming skill magically better, but it can at least unleash more control and precision to your disposal. Braided cable is plenty long, however it is still a cable, and therefore if that's not for you, get a Viper Ultimate Wireless instead. MX Master 3 from Logitech is my usual daily driver, but for purpose of this review I try to use Viper Mini for my usual workday scenario, and I have to say that except perhaps having super long cable, the mouse is pretty capable of navigating Office 365 apps and browsing the internet. That said, I have immediately noticed that ergonomics are not suitable for working or for casual use. Right, let's get the specs out of the way. Razer Viper Mini features 8500 DPI optical sensor to ensure that razor sharp aiming. As for the switches, we have Razer optical mouse switch with response time of 0.3 milliseconds, which is 3 times quicker than traditional mechanical switches. Viper Mini has also onboard memory, which can store your presets even when you move to another PC, which is great. And of course, we can't forget about Razer Chroma RGB lighting, which you can nicely sync up using the Synapse app. Speaking of Synapse, it's the crown jewel for all Razer accessories. Just kidding. Currently, we are on version 3 of this cloud-based hardware configuration app. Right, you can do all kinds of advanced stuff with Synapse, such as bring powerful macros to your favorite games, and there's also a feature called Razer Hypershift, which allows you to double the number of buttons on your devices by assigning secondary function while pressing dedicated button. On your main dashboard, you can see all devices which are currently connected, and when we click on the Razer Viper Mini, you can remap your buttons, change and create new profiles. You can turn the Hypershift on and off. Under performance, you can adjust your sensitivity and polling rate. Lightning is where all the RGB magic happens. And under last tab, you can calibrate your mouse for different types of surfaces, such as mouse pads, the different hardness of material used. And of course, you can sync and change your RGB lighting across all your devices thanks to Razer Chroma. The more Chroma devices you have, the better the experience. I think what makes Synapse particularly interesting is the fact that you can sync up your existing Philips Hue setup and control it all using Amazon Alexa. If we purely compare Viper Mini against other mice from Viper range, the latest addition, the wired full-sized Viper 8K, priced at $80 with up to 20k DPI and 2nd gen Razer optical switch, and that 8000 Hz hyperpolling technology is where the name comes from. Polling rate essentially means how often does the mouse send signal to your PC regarding both its position and clicks. This rate is measured in Hertz. Not bad, however twice as much expensive as Mini and lacking the underglow RGB, which could be a deal breaker for some. Next, we have Viper Ultimate, which is the only wireless Viper of 3 and priced at staggering $150 with charging dock and $130 mouse only. You can get this one in 3 colors and special Cyberpunk 2077 edition if anyone still cares about this game. Ultimate features hyperspeed wireless technology, Focus Plus optical sensor, and unlike 8K, this one comes with first generation of optical sensor. Same 20K DPI as brand new 8K, but no RGB underglow here either. Razer claims 70 hours of battery life, which is not a lot, but combined with the charging station, experience might not be that bad after all. Of course, there's tons of other brilliant options out there. While we don't have time to cover all of them, here are some honorable mentions. Logitech G Pro X Superlight, Cooler Master MM710, Glorious Model 0-, Razer Deathpadder V2 Mini, Logitech G305. That brings us to the conclusion. Is the most affordable Razer gaming mouse worth checking out? As a positives, I would definitely mention that Viper Mini is lightweight, nimble and affordable, and because of the wire, there's no latency, easy to carry around, and it is the only Viper mouse with RGB underglow. For negatives, I have to mention that first of all, it's not wireless, and that could be a deal breaker for some. Might be too small for some gamers, and materials are just hard plastics, but as I said before, this one we will let pass because of its low price. Of course, Viper Mini is not perfect, but for the price, we think it is a bargain for what it offers. If you don't want to spend $200 odd for a gaming mouse, this one is truly a no-brainer. Razer has recently released new version of Viper called 8K with, well, 8000 Hz of polling rate. Priced at $80, Razer is promising huge improvements compared to last gen Viper. Well guys, that brings us to the end of this video. If you want to see more reviews, unboxing and hands-on experience, let us know down below in the comments section. Thanks for watching and we will see you in the next one.